Good morning/afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to today's presentation on understanding and overcoming social exclusion. We'll be exploring the root causes, the impact it has on individuals and communities, and most importantly, effective strategies for building inclusive communities where everyone feels a sense of belonging. Let's dive in and discover how we can make a positive difference together. Exclusion is essentially the experience of being left out or isolated from a group or social interaction. It's more than just physical separation. It deeply affects us emotionally and socially, often triggering feelings of loneliness, rejection, and a reduced sense of belonging. This is a common experience because, as humans, we have a natural need for social connection and acceptance. Feeling left out usually signals that some of these social needs aren't being met, reflecting our deep desire to connect and be recognized within our communities. That's why exclusion can feel so intense. It touches on something fundamental to who we are. Exclusion happens for a variety of reasons, and it's important to recognize these to address them effectively. First, stereotypes and prejudices play a big role. They create social barriers that can isolate people and make them feel marginalized. Then, there are structural barriers like cultural norms or certain group dynamics that unintentionally limit who gets to participate. On a more personal level, internal factors such as self doubt or fear of rejection can stop individuals from fully engaging. By understanding these different causes, we can better tackle the root issues and work towards creating more inclusive environments for everyone. When someone experiences exclusion, it can deeply affect their self esteem, often leading them to feel less valuable or even worthless. This emotional impact doesn't stop there. Being left out frequently causes stress, anxiety, and even depression. These feelings can become overwhelming if not addressed. Additionally, exclusion tends to sap a person's motivation and engagement, whether in social settings or at work, making it harder for them to participate actively or feel connected. That's why it's so important to work towards overcoming exclusion, not just to protect mental health, but also to support personal growth and resilience. Recognizing and addressing these effects can help create a more inclusive and supportive environment for everyone. Building your confidence is a crucial step to breaking free and moving forward. First, developing self confidence is all about positive self reflection and setting goals that you know you can achieve. This helps you build a sense of accomplishment and trust in your abilities. Next, enhancing your communication skills plays a big role. When you can express yourself clearly and openly, you create stronger, more meaningful connections with others. Finally, seeking out supportive allies is essential. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage inclusion and offer emotional support can make a significant difference in your journey. Together, these steps build a solid foundation for confidence and freedom. Finding your tribe starts with identifying communities that truly resonate with your interests and values. This could be groups at work, social clubs you enjoy, or even online forums where like minded people gather. Once you're part of these spaces, it's important to foster an environment of openness and respect. Encouraging diversity and mutual acceptance helps everyone feel valued and welcomed. Finally, to really create that sense of belonging, you need to actively participate and contribute. When you engage with others, share your ideas, and support the group, it builds strong connections and a true sense of community. Here, we focus on real journeys to belonging through three important steps. First, it starts with seeking out communities that truly embrace your uniqueness. This means actively looking for spaces where you can be yourself and feel accepted. The second step involves overcoming challenges, both the internal doubts we all face and external barriers that might stand in our way. This requires resilience and determination. Finally, building supportive connections is key. These are the relationships that offer encouragement, understanding, and recognition. Together, these stories show us that finding your place is possible and that the process leads to meaningful personal growth. Empathy is truly the key to creating inclusion. When we empathize, we put ourselves in someone else's shoes, understanding and sharing their feelings. This deep connection helps us move away from judgment and instead fosters kindness and compassion. By cultivating empathy, we build bridges that connect diverse individuals, making everyone feel accepted and part of the group. Ultimately, Embracing empathy not only strengthens our social bonds, but also helps combat feelings of exclusion, creating a more welcoming and supportive environment for all. Maintaining strong relationships is essential, so make sure to stay connected through regular communication and support each other consistently. At the same time, practicing self acceptance is crucial. It helps you stay true to who you are and builds resilience against outside pressures. Finally, committing to personal growth allows you to adapt and thrive within your communities. Ensure that you continue to evolve while preserving your unique identity. Together, these approaches help you keep your place and maintain your sense of self in inclusive environments. Now, let's talk about the next steps toward fostering a true sense of belonging. First, it's important to take time to reflect on your own needs for connection and identify any areas where you might be feeling excluded. This self awareness is a foundation for meaningful change. Next, actively seek out and engage with communities that offer support and understanding. Surrounding yourself with these groups can make a big difference. At the same time, focus on building your communication and confidence skills. These tools will help you express yourself more effectively and connect with others on a deeper level. Finally, practice empathy, not only towards others, but also toward yourself. Being compassionate and understanding is key to creating a space where everyone feels valued. Together, these steps will help you overcome feelings of exclusion and move toward a more genuine experience of belonging.